Hey guys, welcome back. It's Missy, and if you're new here, welcome. I am a life and relationship coach, and on this channel we get to the root of the issue and learn how to heal and deal. So if that's your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you already are a subscriber, I appreciate you so much. So on my channel, I talk a lot about reparenting language and self-soothing, but a lot of the times people, and I realize with my clients, they're like, okay, yeah, I get it. And then they go to do it and they're like, it didn't work, it didn't help. And it's because people don't know how to self-soothe. It makes logical sense, but they don't know how to feel it. So you may say it just to say it, and you're using that reparenting language, and you're trying to love yourself, and you're trying to nurture and soothe yourself, but it's not working because you're just saying it to say it rather than able to actually feel it. And this is because you don't know how to recreate those feelings. So today we're going to talk about how to recreate those feelings and how to actually soothe yourself. So generally, we learn how to self-soothe starting from the time we're born. And the way we learn is through our parents. Our parents are supposed to make us feel safe and secure. And then we are supposed to learn how to make ourselves feel safe and secure and be able to comfort ourselves through those uncomfortable or negative moments. Our parents are supposed to teach us how to self-soothe, and they do this by swaddling us, by rocking us, by using nurturing language like, hey, it's gonna be okay, I love you, I got you, and just generally having a very soothing voice. Now, if you don't know how to self-soothe, it was because you either were screamed at when you cried, you were ignored when you cried, or it was very inconsistent. So sometimes they were there to nurture you and sometimes they weren't. So now you don't have that tool of being able to self-soothe or nurture yourself through tough moments. So anytime there's a tough moment, you probably dismiss your feelings, you suppress them, you belittle them, you don't know how to deal with them, which then causes further anxiety, depression, anger, and avoidance as well. Because if you don't know how to deal with your feelings, you'll most likely avoid the ones that are uncomfortable. So there may be a lot of distractions in your life, like you may try to be as social as possible, or you throw yourself into work. Or that's also how addictions come about. But don't worry, just because you weren't soothed as an infant, and you didn't learn the tools, it's okay. You can learn them now as an adult. And how we can do this is through visualizations. So the way to do this is you have to go to a moment where you felt nurtured or you were nurturing towards someone else. So the whole point is you want to be able to recreate that feeling in those moments of distress. So I want you to close your eyes and go to a time when you were young, when you were nurtured. So close your eyes and remember a time that you got hurt. It could have been you emotionally got hurt where someone hurt your feelings, or it could have been physical where you had you fell on your bike and you got a boo-boo. Just try to go to that time. And go to that time when you had someone there for you, like maybe it was an aunt, maybe it was a friend, maybe it was a parent. And remember that moment when they took care of you. Like they held you, they told you it was gonna be okay, they validated you, they allowed you to have your feelings, but they made you feel safe. Maybe they said some words that made you feel a little bit better. Maybe they gave you a hug. Maybe they stitched up your boo-boo, whatever it was. Remember that feeling you felt. That is a feeling you want to recreate. Now, if you cannot remember a time, don't worry. That is okay. Go to a moment when you were in a relationship and you were upset and your partner was there for you, or you had a friend that nurtured you or made you feel safe or feel validated. Or if you haven't really had anyone there for you, which that sounds terrible, then go to a moment when you had like a baby or a child that was upset and you went and you comforted them. Or remember a time when you had like an animal that was upset and you went and comforted them. Remember that feeling. The feeling you will have is safety, comfort. You will feel calm, like everything's going to be okay. You'll have this warm, fuzzy feeling. And you'll feel this sense of being able to let go. Now, letting go is something that a lot of people have a hard time with. And it can be hard to get an overall sense of calmness if you're generally not someone who can feel relaxed and calm. So if you are someone that smokes the good old green, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you're not someone who smokes, or if you know people, or like you can imagine how that feels, that's the sensation you want to feel. You want to feel this overall sense of calmness and peace, and that it is going to be okay. Like a weight has lifted off your shoulders. So in those moments when you are very upset, you want to, of course, validate your feelings. You want to feel them. You want to allow yourself to be uncomfortable. And then you want to be able to soothe yourself by visualizing. Maybe you have a safe space you can go. And you can visualize yourself in this safe space that everything's okay and nothing can hurt you. Or you can visualize having an animal that is very, very loving towards you if you feel like you don't really connect with people. Or you can visualize a time when you had like a partner that had comforted you, and you can rock yourself and you can hug yourself. It's really good to have a swing. Swings can be really helpful, especially if you weren't really rocked a lot or swaddled when you were a child. Being in a swing can help give you that rocking motion and really soothe yourself. It also helps to be able to smile when you're trying to recreate that feeling like, oh, it is gonna be okay. I got it. So you want to create your own visualization, or you want to create your own sensation that will help you recreate that soothing feeling that you got you, and you can work through this uncomfortable moment. So you want to repeat things like, everything's gonna be okay. I love you. We're gonna fix this. You're not alone. All those things that you need to hear to comfort yourself, you want to tell yourself those things. That's where the reparenting language comes in. And then afterwards, that's when you identify your needs. That's when you can go reach out for emotional support. A lot of times we'll look for comfort and support from others first, when it should be the other way, where we comfort ourselves first, we check in with ourselves first, we're able to give ourselves our own needs first, and then the emotional support comes after. You need that balance. So be able to identify your needs. Maybe there's a problem that needs to be solved and you need to come up with some solutions. Maybe you notice that you're not giving yourself enough time to yourself and you need some of that self-love and you need to take some time for yourself. Maybe you realize you're not socializing enough and you need to have more social moments. That's part of self-soothing, is being able to identify your needs and give yourself those needs. That's part of that self-love. So anytime you're feeling upset, don't be scared of it. Don't try to run away from it. Don't be mean to yourself about it. Soothe yourself. Rock yourself. Visualize a time when you felt nurtured and give yourself that comfort and that nurturing. Once you have that, feelings won't feel so scary and you'll be able to work through any uncomfortable moment. So what do you guys think? Leave it all in the comments below, and please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with someone that you think may need it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye guys! ¿Dónde está el baño? Can you tell I've been learning Spanish? And my favorite is ¿Dónde está? Until next time, thanks for watching. What the hell is that? Why did my head tilt like I'm in The Exorcist? Or like I need an exorcist? Until next time, Soothe from the time we are young. I hate myself.